October 5th, 2022. Hope everybody out there is having a good day today. Start off by saying if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Talk to you a little bit today about all the nuclear talk we just continuously hear on every channel on YouTube here lately. You know, a lot of these channels, if you pay attention, that's talking about it, the number one thing they're selling is they're selling, nuclear supplies, to try to protect yourself in a nuclear fallout and things like that. Potassium iodide and stuff like that right there, they're trying to push their products. Now, with that said, do I think eventually we could see a nuclear exchange? Yes, I could. But, I can't tell you when, where, or who does it, I still think we're going to see some kind of false flag event or something like that that gets blamed on someone else, like I've been saying. Read your history, Gulf of Tonkin incident that got us into the Vietnam War over there. We're probably going to see something similar to that. And you've got supposedly Ukraine over there is taking back some of these areas that's been annexed into Russia, which is very strange to me. It's almost like they're provoking it, wanting to get the nuclear war started. I've told you before, none of this stuff happens without all the players involved knowing about it. It's that simple. It's, we like to think Russia's their own country, United States their own country. When it comes to the politics with it, everybody knows what each other's doing. It's a game to them. That's all it is. I've seen some channels on here that just claim up and down that, we've got troops that's getting deployed, that we have troops that are getting called up. I personally haven't seen it. I know people that's in the military and they're not, being called up to active duty or nothing like that. So I can't, that's the only grounds on it I have that I can say. Now, yes, I have seen more training going on, but here where I live, you can go down and sit by the interstate at least once a week. You'll probably see a military transport come through with something on it. It's just the nature of where we live. Now, we're still having them black helicopters with no markings on them flying over. That's still going on to this day. Don't know who they are, don't know what they're doing. So you have some people say it's special ops training and things like that, which it could be. But these are very strange looking helicopters as far as no markings or nothing on them. They're all black. But to get back on point here with the nuclear, is the nuclear war going to happen? Eventually, yes, one will happen. Will it happen in our lifetime? I can't say yes or no. You've got a lot of people in here also talking about how this is all biblical. They're religious, and they believe that what's going on is in the Bible. At the end of the world's coming. Well, that could be it, I don't go to church every day, but I consider myself religious. I've read the Bible, but there's a lot of steps that still hasn't been done, and that's mentioned in the Bible before the world comes to an end, before Jesus comes back. There's a lot of steps that's still there that hasn't happened yet. One of the main ones is there's not a new temple built. So I can't answer that one for you either. But I always grew up wondering, how is the whole world going to know, according to the Bible, the whole world will know when Jesus comes back. And if you read Revelations, fire, brimstone, everything coming out of heaven, that sounds a lot like a nuclear war. And with the technology today, if something happens in another country, within seconds, it's on the internet and people can see it. So it kind of makes sense of how things could be going like the Bible says it will. Because, within seconds, we know about it. We see it on our phones, on our TVs, on our laptops, or somewhere like that. So it's very strange. This whole stuff's very strange. I don't sit around and just focus on it, but I do think about it as far as we may be in the end times here. I do believe we're in the end times of America. We're watching our country fall. It's just simple as that. And do I think the elections are going to fix it? No, I don't. I don't think they're going to fix it. They're not going to turn it around. We're too far gone. And I've told you before that people that scream that the stock market's going to crash, it's got built-in stops where it can't crash anymore. They'll do just like Russia did and close. They'll simply close it. That way it can't crash. So, I know I'm kind of rambling here. We'll get back on the nuclear stuff, but a lot of the channels on here that's telling you that nuclear war is coming every day, you're seeing it on their channels. They're telling you it's coming. They talk to somebody who used to do this or used to do that. 9 out of 10 of them is pumping something they're trying to sell. It's that simple. You know, and I've always said, if your thing to get you prepping is, you know, you're worried that nuclear annihilation is going to happen or a nuclear bomb's going to go off, if that gets you to prepping, that is awesome. Whatever it takes to get you to prepping, because, you know, SHTF is not necessarily a world event. It could be something that happens to you, or something happens to one of your family members. You know, it doesn't have to be a world-ending issue. It could be as simple as you get sick, you lose your job. You know, you never know. But you know, if that's what it takes to get you to prepping, keep prepping, you know, keep prepping. And if that's what it takes to get you to start prepping, I'm all for it. I've told you before, my thoughts on it is I either want to be nowhere near it or right where it hits. That's the way I look at it. Yes, we have preps to handle, you know, a nuclear emergency, but in the long run, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. You know, there's a lot of misinformation out there about what you need or what you can and can't do during it, so I don't know. You know, I just go by my own gut feeling on it. But if that's what it takes to get you prepping, get prepping. As far as, be careful watching these other channels that are trying to tell you nuclear war is coming every minute of every day. They're just trying to sell you something. It's that simple. But if that's what it takes to get you prepping, good job, you know. I'm all for it. Every channel can do their own thing. But as far as me, I'm not really concerned about it. There's nothing I can do to stop it or prevent it if it did happen. So, you know, get out there, get prepping. Let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think? Do you think this is all biblical, that we're living in the end times? Do you agree that many steps have not been completed that's supposed to be completed, you know, in the end times? There's a lot of things. If you start sitting down and comparing them, you know, it gets really close to what's said. So who knows on that one? But I want to know your thoughts on it. I'd have my own opinion on it. I'd love to hear yours. Comment below on this, what you think about all this. Like or dislike the video. And if you're still watching, please hit that subscribe button. We're still trying to hit 500 subs. It is so hard to hit 500 subs. One day a video will get 600 to 1,000 views, and then for 2 weeks I get 10 views a video. So share these videos, you know, comment on them, like, dislike them. Just have some interaction with me here on the video. Stay safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel. You're not safe anywhere in America anymore. Always be aware of your surroundings. Protect yourself and your family at all times. Get out there, get prepping. If you're still watching, hit that subscribe button.